welcome to this episode of Brand Buzz. I'm Ankita Saxena. Well, travel has been a big trend post-COVID, and now with the GST rate rationalization and more discretionary income in the hands of the people, this trend is only getting bigger and evolving with trends that range from personalized experiences to beauty-focused and Instagram-worthy getaways. Well, Skyscanner, one of the leading global travel apps, has now released a report on travel trends by their first ever brand ambassador, Surya Kumar Yadav, captain of India's men's T20 cricket team. And today I'm joined by Sky and Neil Ghosh, who's the travel trends and destinations expert and country head India for Skyscanner, on the travel trends and the destinations that are driving the growth. Hi Neil, hi Sky. Thank you so much for taking the time out and joining me on Brand Buzz.
Thanks for having us, Ankita.
Thank you.
Neil, first of all, talk to us about the top travel trends of this year. Some of them sound very, very interesting, like travel shaped by beauty, hiking, literature, to family, and so on. All these trends in your report seem to be very interesting. Take us through all of them.
I think, Ankita, the fundamental theme for travel trends in 2026 is the travel is getting more personal. So people are bringing their identities, who they are as people, and not just where they're going to. So some fundamental themes we've seen is that 3 out of 5 Indians are happy to travel more internationally, and there's much more appetite for going abroad. 2 is like there's a huge adoption of AI. So almost 82% of Indians are, 86% of Indians are actually traveling, using AI to kind of plan their travel. That's our biggest global adoption in travel in Skyscanner. And besides that, like obviously Indians are being cost conscious, as we are, and like what we're doing is almost 60% of Indians are choosing their flights on the basis of the cost, 55% for accommodations, and 48% on the ease of visa. With respect to getting personal, starting from like destinations which people are going, aspirational destinations where people are traveling just to the hotel to kind of really see the true value of a place, to like the mountains. And almost 92% of Indians are traveling to the mountains. And we're also seeing a huge increase in travel with loved ones, which is again part of our personal theme, where almost 47% of Indians adults are traveling with their parents. So the common theme is personalization, and that's what we're seeing in our travel trends this year.
Okay, Sky, let me come to you then. What kind of a traveler are you? Tell us about that. We know that you travel a lot for your matches, a lot for your games, but when you travel for leisure, are you a planner or a last-minute packer? Do you like to travel, or do you like to do all the touristy things?
Actually, I am a bit of everything. I am a last-minute planner, definitely, because of the schedule which we have. It's really difficult to book everything in advance. But in terms of planning and everything, I think my wife takes care of everything, because she knows my schedule, and she knows what types of places I enjoy going to when I'm not playing. Because when we are playing, we do go to different places, but then we don't get to see a lot of things. But then when we get few days off, a week or 10 days, then I think she's the one who plans everything.
Right, Neil, also what are the trending and best value destinations for the year? Because, you know, value travel is something that every income group looks for at some point. What are the top trending value destinations?
Right. Thanks for your question. We've had some very interesting choices by our travelers. So in our top 10 trending destinations, right on top is Jorhat from Assam. So there's been a 495% increase in searches year on year. Jorhat is obviously known for its cultural significance. It's known for its tea gardens, and it's also known to be the gateway to the largest river island in the world, Majuli. Besides that, there's Jaffna in Sri Lanka, and Jaffna has grown 325% year on year. It's known for its temples, it's known for its Tamil heritage and beaches. And then we again have Queenstown, which has grown by 151%. And closer back to home, we have Varanasi, which has grown by 120%, which is obviously the oldest living city in the world. What we are seeing is that our travelers are kind of like moving away from your regular touristy destinations, and they're going for things which are hidden gems, which like kind of reflect their true personality and their identity. When it comes to value, obviously, like Sky, you would relate to this, that every Indian is value conscious. We want the best deal. So our travelers have actually like kind of spelled out like which are the biggest value for destinations in India right now. So there is, and this is India and globally. So right on, like on top of the list, like we have Langkawi, which is number two, and Langkawi prices have gone down by around 17%. Langkawi is not just known for its resorts and beaches, but it's also known as the duty-free island. Just like there's duty-free shopping everywhere, Langkawi is known for duty-free island. Then there's also Berlin, and Berlin has like the prices have gone down by like 15-16%, and it's a cultural capital and known for its history. And there's Dehradun, and this is in tune with our altitude shift trend, where Indians are embracing mountains, and Dehradun is obviously the gateway to Kedarnath, Mussoorie, and basically the Himalayas. And we're seeing a huge drop in basically prices there in Dehradun too.
Right. You mentioned a couple of interesting names, Neil, but for all these destinations, what are the key drivers for growth?
Fundamental reason comes back to what we talked about, where travelers want a more personal experience. They want something where it's not just about where they're going, but it's about why they're going. They want to match something to their identities, who they are as people. For example, like let's say earlier it was just more about a touristy destination, but now as part of our family miles trend, almost 47% of Indian adults are going with their parents for a holiday, and 38% are going with three different generations. So that just shows that travel is getting more and more personal, it's getting more and more real and authentic. And that's one of the fundamental things which our travelers are telling us and which our trends are showing for 2026.
Right. Sky, now we spoke about value destinations and the top trending destinations, but you tell us what is your favorite travel destination and why? Domestic versus international. Where do you like to travel more, domestically or internationally?
A lot in India also for playing matches at different venues, and also we get an opportunity to go out of India as well to play a tournament. But when we are not doing both, I always love traveling in India a lot. And now, as Neil sir has said, that there's been a massive growth in what was that place? Name of that place? Jorat.
Jorhat, yeah, Assam.
Jorat. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind exploring that. I don't mind even doing Jaffna. But that has been also on the cards now. I think these are the places. Let me put it on my list now. Where there's no cricket, I want to go. I want to go to those places now.
Sky, what you can do is you can use our everywhere feature in Skyscanner, which will give you all the places you can travel to internationally in reverse descending order. So that's something you should definitely use for your international travel the next time you go.
No, definitely. I think we should meet, and you can help me on that.
Absolutely.
Right. Right, Neil, also tell us what is the travel demand in this festive period. We have a prolonged festive period this time round. What are the most popular travel destinations? And of course, with the GST rate rationalization that gives more disposable income in the hands of the people, what's the expected growth to be on a year-on-year basis?
No, absolutely. I think this year fundamentally is also an early Diwali. So Diwali comes in October, so it's a longer festive season, starting with an early Diwali and then going into wedding season. But what we're noticing even through our data is like, let's say Varanasi, which is like one of the oldest living cities in the world, that's grown 120% year on year in terms of searches. It comes in our top 6 in terms of trending destinations. One of the actually number 1 on our value destinations is Tirupati. And Tirupati is obviously known for like tens of millions of people going there. It has the world famous Venkateswara temple. It also has the Eastern Ghats, which makes it a pretty place to go to. So net, we're going to see a lot of enhanced travel towards spiritual destinations, and we're excited to power that journey for travelers through Skyscanner.
Neil, also as travel in India continues to grow rapidly, technology remains at the heart of this evolution. Now, your report says that almost 86% are expressing confidence in using AI to plan and book their trips in 2026. How will AI revolutionize travel, and how are the consumers using AI to design their travel?
No, great question. And I think like one thing to call out is that 86% is the largest global adoption for any Skyscanner country. We are in 180 countries and we have 37 different languages, but our AI adoption is highest in India. I think what we're seeing is that like one is we've got a tool called Savvy Search, by which you can put in customized prompts about what your vibe is, like what your budget is, and give you specific destinations along with flight options. But we're seeing fundamentally that in the overall travel industry, most of the innovation in AI is happening in the top funnel and the bottom funnel. By top funnel, I mean inspiration, which is identifying new destinations to go to, or basically doing research into a certain destination. And bottom funnel is when you're talking to an agentic AI for customer support. I think where Skyscanner really adds value is we process 100 billion prices every single day, and we have data points of travelers across the world. So for that middle funnel of discovery, of comparison, of actually figuring out where you're going, that's where we want to kind of keep building our AI journey and keep being more and more traveler first in that process.
Right. Sky, also tell us, have you ever used AI in planning your travel, and how has AI helped you?
No, I haven't actually used it till now in terms of planning.
Right. Also, talk to us about Sky, your most memorable trip. Was it with family? Was it with friends? And give us some anecdote of the most memorable and fun trip that you have had.
Any trip with the family, it's always a good memory, and it's always good to travel with the family, and that has been always a memorable one. But there have been a lot of places I've been gone with family, so all of them. Not
Yeah, you
only one,
mentioned
all of them.
London. London is a big one for you. You
Yeah,
mentioned.
with the family, any place I go with them is memorable.
Yeah.
But London, yeah, the London, Dubai, all these places we love enjoy. We love going.
Sky, now you've signed up with the Skyscanner as a brand ambassador, and usually as a brand ambassador, you tend to take up partnerships or brands that resonate with you. So what about Skyscanner resonates with you, and what makes this partnership so seamless for you?
I think, see, there's a lot of travel involved, and lot of you go to a lot of hotels and everything. So I think this partnership might go a long way. Not might, it'll go a long way. Let me be very very positive. It'll go a long way. We love to travel, and it's a beautiful thing. I mean, that's what we enjoy doing. So we have, and most importantly, as everyone tells me, and calls me, it's I have a 360 game, so 360 way of travel. So both the things, I think Sky and Sky Scanner, they go a long way in that.
No, absolutely. And I think building on what Sky is saying, that one of the reasons like we want him to kind of take our India story to like millions of people is he's obviously loved and adored by the masses. But Sky is so authentic and so passionate that he's just the best person to kind of take our story to the masses. And obviously his name, Sky, talking about Skyscanner, is something which everyone's going to listen and remember.
Right, Neil, and I'm sure, as you've been saying, that Sky, his name Sky and Skyscanner, they go so well together. But I'm sure it's not his name that was the reason why you signed him up. What does Surya Kumar Yadav, bring to the table for Skyscanner as a brand ambassador?
No, absolutely. I think one is India's become a very key focus market for us. It's our second largest global market after the UK in terms of visits, and we are very bullish, and we want to like prioritize this as a market for Skyscanner. So we needed someone who would be a voice to the masses, someone who can take out a Skyscanner story in a very authentic way. Sky is not just about his performances, but he's generally loved by his fans. If you see his videos with fans, with guards in the stadium, like he's someone which everyone embraces. And we couldn't think of any better person to kind of like take our Skyscanner story to the country.
Neil, finally, what's your vision for Skyscanner in the domestic market? Because, it's the domestic market that's really seeing a lot of traction, especially with religious tourism also picking up. And what are the biggest drivers of growth for you domestically?
No, absolutely. Thanks for the question. So I think in terms of India, like it's consistent with our global vision that we want to be the largest travel ally to the traveler. So whenever they think about travel, whenever they're thinking about a cheaper deal, a better package, discovering a new location for their friends or family, like Skyscanner should be the de facto place to go to. In terms of trending destinations, obviously, like we've had our top trends for this year, and that starts with like Jorhat and then just Jaffna, and then there's Muscat, and the details which we've already shared in this conversation. Yeah.
All right, on that note, Neil and Sky, thank you so much for taking the time out and joining us on Brand Buzz. And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of Brand Buzz. I'll take your leave and I'll see you next week with some more interesting conversations and brand action that's happening. Stay tuned.